All right, congratulations, you got your orange belt. Now, what's going to be required for you to get on your orange belt to get your purple belt are the same basic 3 stripes. We have our one-step stripes, our green stripe, we have our self-defensive stripe, red, and we have our block sets and kicking stripes, that is yellow. But in orange belt, we had to introduce a new stripe. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but we have an orange stripe right here. Okay? What our orange stripe is our forms. In orange belt, you're going to be learning something called Samrong Iljang Initial. It's about 8 steps, makes a nice little form, and it's going to be required to know to get your orange stripe on your orange belt. Okay? For yellow belt, or for yellow stripe on this belt, we're going to need to know our knife set, and we're going to learn how to do some step kicking while making steps in our fighting stance. For yellow, or for red stripe, we're going to be learning self-defenses while someone's grabbing both of our hands this time, both of our wrists. And then for green stripe, your one-steps are going to be number 5 and 6. All right, as always, a requirement for you to go from orange belt to purple belt is going to be a purple stripe on your belt. As always, that's our homework. And for orange belt, I want you guys to answer the question, how do good habits make your life easier? Okay? Remember, it's not like 2 pages, 3 pages long. We just want to see a couple sentences and a nice drawing or picture explaining what good habits or why good habits are important, whatever that means to you. Part of your yellow stripe, other than your kicking, is going to be your block set. For your orange belt, that is going to be our knife set. Instructor Joe, can you show us a horse stance chumbi? Now I'm going to let you guys know, right now, when we're doing this one, the stances are going to be, your first step is in a fighting stance, second step is going to be in a fighting stance, third step is going to be in a horse stance, and the fourth step is going to be in a front stance. Instructor Joe, knife set?
Knife set, sir.
Ready? 1. He's going to step forward with his left foot into a fighting stance. He's going to take his hands to his opposite shoulder or to his right shoulder. And he's going to go down. It's important to chamber our hands when we go down, because otherwise it just looks like we're putting our hands out there, and that's not good form. You want to chamber, down. Ready? 2. This time he's going to chamber, up. Okay? Notice how his hand is going to stay right next to his solar plexus, or like right around the knot of his belt. He's going to have his hand out into a knife hand block, and it's like he's showing his palm right here. But if we're blocking with this one, you're going to be blocking with this part of your hand. All right, Instructor Joe, do this step kind of slow. Ready? 3. He's going to step behind him, crisscross his legs, pivot on his toes and heels into a horse stance, take his lead hand, or in this case our left hand, to his opposite shoulder, and then bring it out into a chop. Notice how he's also going to keep this hand into his chamber, and he's in a nice horse stance, so both his toes are pointing that way, and both his knees are bent. And 4. He's going to step forward, deliver a spear hand. When we do our spear hand, it's going to be up and down. We don't want our hands horizontally, we want them vertically. This hand is going to stay under his elbow, right behind it, to support his hand. He's going to make like a perfect 90-degree angle or a box with his arms and shoulders. And he's in a nice front stance, so his toes are pointed forward, front knee is bent, and back leg is straight. Baro, one more time. We're going to have it going this way this time. Instructor Joe, can you show us a horse stance chumbi? Knife set?
Knife set, sir.
Ready? 1. Chamber his hands and come down. 2. Chamber his hands and come up. 3. Crisscross the legs, horse stance, knife strike. And 4. Step forward, spear hand, finishing it up with the Kia. Awesome job. Baro. Yep. Kunye.
감사합니다. 턴수.
All right, the other half of your yellow stripe on your orange belt is going to be kicking. For orange belt, that is going to be your step kicking. Instructor Joe, can you show us a left leg forward fighting stance? Yeah! Now the rest of the kicks, or the rest of the required kicks, are going to be your front snap kick, roundhouse kick, or stepping roundhouse kick, stepping side kick, and stepping axe kick. They're all delivered in the same kind of fashion that they were on your front leg for camouflage belt, or when you're going for your yellow belt. But this time we're just going to add the little step motion in front. So right now we're going to quickly go through those, about 2 on this leg. All right. When he does this step kicking, what he's going to do is he's going to bring his back leg to his front leg, deliver a kick with his front leg, put it back down where it started, and then step back. We're going to start with a front snap kick. Ready? 1. Here! Really look at this leg when he brings it forward. 2. Here! Good. And notice how when he comes back down, he's sliding away. He's kind of scooching away. The purpose of this kick is we're trying to get in closer, kick, and then step back. Get closer, kick, and then get out. Switch. Here! Now we're going to do about 2 kicks on the other leg. Front snap kicks. Ready? 1. Here! 2. Here! Good. Switch. Here! Stepping side kicks. Ready? 1. Here! Good. Brings his leg forward, delivers a side kick with his front leg, just like we did to get our yellow belt. Has his foot left and right, and steps right back out. Ready? 2. Here! Good. Now we're going to do stepping roundhouse kicks. 1. Here! 2. Here! Stepping axe kicks. 1. Here! This axe kick is still delivered inside to out, so you can bring it close to your belly button, up, over, down. 2. Here! Good job. Now you're also going to be required to know those on both legs, so don't just practice one side. Stepping kicks, stepping front snap kicks, stepping side kicks, stepping roundhouse kicks, and stepping axe kicks. Thank you, Instructor Joe. Cheer. Good name.
감사합니다. 성수.
Alright, and today what we're going to go over is your 1 steps for your orange belt. That is your 1 step sparring number 5 and 6. This is going to be everything to get your green stripe onto your orange belt. Instructor Joe, horse stance 2B. Now for 1 step sparring number 5, what he's going to do is he's going to step forward with his right leg. He's going to do an outside inside block, but going downward, kind of like this. We call this one with, we always mention that this one is the one with the cake. We're going to pretend like we're smashing a cake on a table, then we're going to wipe it off the table, bring everything together, and then flick it off. Here, we'll see. 1 step sparring number 5.
1 step sparring number 5, sir.
Ready? Begin. Step forward, down block. Awesome. He's going to keep his arm bent this whole time. He's not going to keep his arm straight and go like this. It's kind of like 90 degrees, and then downward. 2. He's going to take everything together, and then right back out. Notice how he took it all the way back to his opposite ear. Okay? That's to build momentum when we're going out. Okay? So one more time, horse stance 2B. 1 step sparring number 5.
1 step sparring number 5, sir.
Ready? Begin. Smash the cake, switch, or here! Smash the cake, wipe it off the table, and then flick it. Notice how he keeps his hand in chamber the whole time, and when he ends, he's in a nice horse stance. Nice horse stance. Horse stance 2B. Now we're going to go over 1 step sparring number 6. This is a lot like number 4, but instead of front snap kick, what we're going to do is a roundhouse kick, but then instead of 2 punches, it's going to be a punch and a knife hand. Horse stance 2B, 1 step sparring number 6.
1 step sparring number 6, sir.
Ready? Step 1. Steps back, right back into that fighting stance. Okay? 1 toe pointed forward, the other toe pointed 90 degrees, hands are up. Awesome. Step 2. Roundhouse kick and steps 45 degrees. He's not facing you guys anymore. He's not facing 90 degrees right at the camera, facing 45 degrees from where we started. And then finish it up. 3. He's gonna punch and then yeah! Notice when he does this knife, you can go ahead and do that one really slowly. He's gonna bring it by his opposite ear and then right around. He's gonna make like a circle kind of motion with his hand. He's also gonna have this part of his hand all straight. His whole forearm and his hand are straight. That way it stays nice and rigid from what we're hitting. Awesome. One more time, horse stance 준비, all together. One step sparring number 6.
One step sparring number 6, sir.
Begin. Fighting stance, roundhouse, punch, knife. Punch goes to the nose, knife goes right to the temple or to the neck, whichever one you can reach. 바로. 쭉. 그냥.
감사합니다. 청수.
Alright, now along with our yellow stripe, our green stripe, and our red stripe, at orange belt there is a new stripe you're going to have to earn, which is our orange stripe. Your orange stripe from here on all the way to black belt is going to be your forms. Now every belt you're going to learn half of a form. Starting with orange belt, you're going to learn first half of the first form. Purple belt, you're going to learn the second half of the first form. Then green belt, you're going to learn first half of the second form, and so on. There's going to be 4 forms in total. But right now we're just going to focus with the first one. We call this one Sam Rong Il Zhang. Alright? We're going to only do the first 8 steps for this, and we call this Sam Rong Il Zhang initial. We're going to have Instructor Joe show it to us. Instructor Joe, horse stance 준비. Now with this one, usually we have blocking sets, and those are about 4 steps right now. Sam Rong Il Zhang initial is 8 steps, but they kind of go in a pattern. Okay? This one is based off of our walking block set. So we're going to start with our down blocks. Alright? So the first step is Instructor Joe is going to look to his left and he's going to execute a down block. Ready? 1. Good. Notice how when he does it with his front foot, this foot over here, he's actually going to step behind him a little bit so that he can get into a good front stance. If he didn't move that foot, he would be in such a weird wonky stance that he wouldn't have very good balance. So that's why he steps off of the line. Notice how he's in a good front stance, front knee bent, back knee straight, hand he's not using in chamber, and his down block is nice and strong. Second step, he's going to step forward, stay in his front stance, and deliver a punch right to the chest. Ready? 2. Good. Now what he's going to do is he's going to look over his right shoulder, and he's going to, with his right leg and right hand, he's going to step to the opposite side and execute a down block, pivoting his feet so that he's also in a front stance. Ready? 3. Okay. Notice how he just picked up the front foot, front leg, and front hand, and is pivoted and led with that same foot over here. The fourth step, he's going to step forward, deliver another center punch. Ready? 4. Good. Notice he's still in a good front stance. His punch is out straight. He's holding it there. And the other hand, he's not using his in chamber. Now step 5, he's going to face you guys at the camera, or where he started facing, and show a good left leg forward fighting stance. 5. Now we're in a fighting stance, so it's a little different. Back leg is straight, or back leg is bent, front knee is bent, most of his weight's on his back leg. Now we're going to do 3 kicks in succession. We call this one FAR kicks, F-A-R, like I threw a ball very far. It's an acronym. We use it as an acronym to represent front snap kick, axe kick, roundhouse kick. So these next 3 steps are going to be those 3 kicks moving forward, ending with the Kia. Ready? 6, F, front snap kick. 7, A, axe kick. Or 8, Kia, R, roundhouse kick. It says Kia and shows a good fighting stance. Instructor Joe, you can return to horse stance 준비.
Sir.
Now that is the first 8 steps to Sam Rong Il Zhang. That's all that's going to be required for you to know to earn your orange stripe on your orange belt. Alright? Now the last stripe we're going to talk about is our red stripe. As always, your red stripe is going to be self-defenses. For orange belt, that is as if someone is going to grab both of your wrists. So Instructor Joe, can you show me your horse stance 준비? I'm going to pretend I'm a big, mean, bad bully. I'm going to grab both of his wrists. Now what he's going to do is he's going to take his arms outward and he's going to bring them both together. The one in front, this one over here, is going to grab onto my wrist, while the one in back is going to break free and go to his opposite chamber. And what he's going to do is he's going to pull my hands up, and then with the hand that broke free, he's going to deliver a nice strike right to my gut and say, Kia! Good. Awesome. One more time. Self-defense number 5.
Self-defense number 5, sir.
Begin. Kia! Good. It's really important that with the hand that releases, you bring it to your opposite shoulder or opposite chamber and then out. Now the last self-defense is going to be self-defense number 6. I'm going to go ahead, grab Instructor Joe's wrist. What he's going to do, he's going to first lower his hips so he gets hips lower than mine. Bring his hands down, up, and bring them around. He's going to show me his palms and then put one in front and one behind. The one in front, this one, is going to push both of my hands down, and the one behind is going to go to his opposite ear and then come and knife strike me to my temple or neck. One more time. Self-defense number 6.
Self-defense number 6, sir.
Begin. Down, up, one in front, one behind.
Here!
Awesome. Coming down, tongue su. Okay, now we're going to go over all the techniques as if we're going to go through a testing for our purple belt. Instructor Joe is going to go ahead and be our testee, and I'll go ahead and go through all the material. Instructor Joe, horse stance Jubi. Now we're going to go on to our knife set. Instructor Joe, can I have you take like 3 steps back, get kind of close to this wall so we can fit the whole knife set in? Horse stance Jubi. Knife set.
Knife set, sir.
Really watch his feet during this one, it's important.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Here!
Good job. Just to reiterate, it's going to be fighting stance, horse stance, front stance. Good job. Instructor Joe, can you show us a left leg forward fighting stance?
Here!
Now we're going to move on to step kicking. Front snap kicks. We're going to do 2 on each leg. Ready? 1.
Here!
2.
Here!
Switch. 1.
Here!
2.
Here!
Switch. Side kicks. 1.
Here!
2.
Here!
3.
Here!
Switch. 1.
Here!
2.
Here!
Switch. Roundhouse kicks. 1.
Here!
2.
Here!
Switch. 1.
Here!
2.
Here!
Switch. And finally our axe kicks. 1.
Here!
2.
Here!
Switch. 1.
Here!
2.
Here!
Switch. Horse stance Chumbi. We're going to start with 1 step. Remember, your 1 step is your green stripe, and that's 1 step sparring number 5 and 6. 1 step sparring number 5.
1 step sparring number 5, sir.
Begin.
Here!
Return. 1 step sparring number 6.
1 step sparring number 6, sir.
Begin.
Here!
Return. Let's go through our right stripe. Instructor Joe, can you go ahead face me? Self-defense number 5.
Self-defense number 5, sir.
Begin.
Here!
Return. Self-defense number 6.
Self-defense number 6, sir.
Begin.
Here!
Return. Can you go ahead and show us a horse stance Chumbi right here? Now we're going to go through our orange stripe. Remember, your orange stripe is Samrang, Iljang, Initial. The first 8 steps. Samrang, Iljang, Initial.
Samrang Iljang initial, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F, 7, A, 8,
Here!
R. Good job. Horse stance Chumbi. Now the last part of your orange belt test, orange to purple belt test, is going to be a board breaking. Now as orange belts, you guys are going to be breaking it with the palm strike, meaning you're going to be hitting with the bottom part of your hand, okay? Some people, they could curl their fingers or they can leave them straight up. The most important thing is that this part is going to make the contact first, and you go all the way through, just like a punch, from the chamber all the way through. Instructor Joe, can you show me a horse stance Chumbi? Okay, Instructor Joe's going to go ahead and show us a palm strike straight through the board. Okay, ready? When I count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Here! Yeah!
Good. He made contact with this bottom part first, and then went all the way through. He didn't stop as soon as you touched it. Good job. Yep. Good. 감사합니다.
장수.